English Leap Podcast.
From Learn English through real debates.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast debate on an exciting topic: communication skills versus technical skills. I'm here to share why communication is at the heart of every success.
Yeah, and I'm here to explain why technical skills are the real engine that drives success. Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Communication, it's like the glue that holds everything together. Whether you're at work, school, or even just talking with friends, if you can't clearly express your ideas, you know what I mean?
I see your point, but let me explain. If you haven't got the actual ability to, do the job, words won't solve the problem. Imagine a software developer whose code doesn't work, right? The technical know-how is what creates the real value.
Right. But here's the thing. Communication is what turns technical work into something that people understand and appreciate. Think about it. A brilliant engineer who cannot present their ideas clearly might lose out on opportunities because people can't see the value.
I get that, but let's be honest. It's the technical skills that get you in the door. For example, if you're applying for a job, your academic background and your technical portfolio, that's what a recruiter is really eyeballing. In many cases, results matter more than how you say them.
I must say, while that is true for many fields, studies have shown that many companies nowadays also highlight behavioral interviews. They want to see how you communicate. Even a top-notch technical expert might lose the way if they can't, explain their strategy or understand their team.
Right. Okay, let me challenge that a bit. I understand the importance of good communication, but consider this. Think of a car. The engine, which is like technical skills, is what powers the vehicle. Without it, even the best communication, like a fancy horn, won't move you forward.
That's an interesting analogy, sure. But think of it this way. It's like if a car's engine works perfectly, but the driver can't explain where to go, it's just wandering around. Communication sets the direction. In a team, if you can't listen and respond effectively, even the best technical solution might fall flat.
I agree that in teams, communication is essential. But let's be real, technical skills are the backbone. Look at tech giants like Google. They use rigorous technical tests and coding challenges to recruit. They need evidence of your capability before they care about how you express yourself.
Sure, but think about the personal touch, when a leader breaks down complex technical ideas into language that everyone understands. That's what builds trust and inspires innovation. The habit of communicating well can really open doors, maybe even more than just having technical expertise.
Right. I respect that. But from a realistic point of view, technical knowledge is what creates a solid foundation. Without solid technical results, how can you have meaningful communication around a product or solution? Without substance, it's just empty chatter.
I see where you're coming from, but let me add this. Even in technical fields, like medicine or engineering, the way you present your findings and understand others is critical. For example, a doctor who can't explain a diagnosis clearly might lose a patient's trust. Communication builds relationships, and relationships lead to better teamwork.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yet, I still think that without the technical substance, there's nothing to discuss. It's like having, a beautiful book without any content inside. The core technical skills tell the real story.
Okay, let me ask you this. In many real-world scenarios, the most pronounced problem isn't the lack of technical skill. It's the inability to communicate it effectively. Even when a project is technically sound, if the outcomes aren't well communicated, it fails to make a real impact.
Right. I can agree that communication helps to amplify technical work, but still, without the engine of technical skills, that amplification would have nothing to work on. In other words, technical skills open the door while communication keeps you in the room.
Exactly. And that's why I say communication is what makes you stand out. Even a technical expert, if they can explain and connect, they often become the leaders, much like how team leaders guide a project with clear communication. The ability to listen, write, and understand others is truly essential.
Yeah, I see your point, but let me respectfully challenge that. Not every field operates the same way. In some industries, the pressure to demonstrate technical prowess is paramount. For example, in fields like coding, engineering, or data science, documented technical achievements are what employers primarily focus on. Sometimes people with excellent communication but lacking technical depth struggle to find good roles.
I understand that, but even in those fields, the trend is shifting. Many companies now conduct behavioral interviews and look at how candidates articulate their thought process. It's not just about writing code, it's about collaborating and explaining ideas to a team. Studies even suggest that you might be hired for technical skills, but fired for poor communication.
Right. That is an interesting statistic, but I wonder if it isn't a bit oversimplified. In many top-tier companies, technical interviews are intense. If you don't have the technical skills, no amount of smooth talking is going to land you that job. Technical skills are, the foundation that everything else builds on. Yeah.
Fair enough, but let's consider a scenario from workplace examples. Imagine a project meeting where a programmer explains a bug fix to their colleagues. Without clear communication, the team might not understand the potential impact, even if the fix itself is brilliant. The interplay between technical skills and good communication is what really drives innovation in such settings.
I agree that teamwork benefits from both skills. However, I must emphasize that technical competence remains the driving force. A leader with strong technical acumen but average communication can still make sound decisions based on expert knowledge. It's about having the right balance, right? Yeah, I see.
Absolutely, balance is key. But if I have to choose, I still believe that communication is what really moves the needle. It makes collaborations effective and brings the human element into technical fields. Without a shared understanding, even the best ideas can get lost.
I get that, but let me put it this way. Without strong technical results, the conversation itself becomes irrelevant. You need that solid base to build upon. For instance, in industries like software development, the code is what gets the job done. Communication helps, yes, but it's secondary to the actual product, right?
That might be, but consider industries like education or customer service, fields that are heavily reliant on communication. Here, technical skills might be a part of the process, but effective communication defines success. In essence, the importance can vary, but communication often provides the competitive edge that turns expertise into influence.
I get it. I can respect that viewpoint, though I still feel that in areas like research and technology, the technical chops carry the day. A world that values what you can actually do, not just say, directly depends on rigorous technical skills. Yeah.
Right. But let's not forget the real-life consequences. Poor communication can derail even the best technical projects. Imagine an engineer with groundbreaking ideas who can't negotiate with clients or team members. They might end up sidelined despite their talent.
I absolutely get that. And I do believe that the best outcomes come from combining both sides. However, I must respectfully challenge the notion that one skill completely outweighs the other. You know, technical skills might be seen as the engine, but if you don't know how to steer, you'll never reach your destination.
Very well said. So perhaps the real answer is not choosing one over the other, but cultivating both. However, if we're speaking in terms of primary impact on success, I still lean towards communication because it's, the bridge that connects ideas and people.
Yeah, I see your angle. I can definitely agree that a blend of both is ideal. My final point, though, is that technical skills lay the groundwork. Without a solid, demonstrable ability to perform tasks, effective communication might just be rhetoric. In today's digital and technical world, you need to show that you can deliver results first, right?
That's a strong point, Alex, and I appreciate it. Yet, I believe that communication, which includes listening, writing, and verifying that everyone is on the same page, is what truly elevates a technical foundation into success. It's that human element that fuels innovation.
Yeah, I suppose we can conclude that both skills are interdependent. While I still maintain that technical skills are the indispensable foundation, it's clear that communication refines and expands the impact of those technical abilities.
Exactly. And that's our debate today. We need both. Technical skills to do the hard work and communication skills to connect it with the world. But if I were to emphasize, I'd say that communication is what helps you stand out, create relationships, and ultimately inspire others.
Right. Well, I appreciate this thoughtful discussion. For me, the measure of success in a field, especially one as competitive as tech, is the tangible output, your work. But without good communication, your output might never reach its potential audience. It's a fine, balanced equation. Yeah.
So, what do you think, everyone? Is it communication that makes the difference, or are technical skills the real game changer? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share your own experiences.
Absolutely. Remember, the best approach may differ depending on your field and goals. For technical roles, demonstration of ability is crucial. But for many others, soft skills can be the clincher. Yeah, exactly.
And for our listeners, take this conversation as a reminder. Keep learning and develop both sides of your skill set. Even small steps in better communication can transform how your technical skills are perceived.
Right, absolutely. Exactly. It's all about balancing what you do with how you share it with the world. Thanks so much for joining us in this discussion.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Do subscribe for more debates and English practice sessions tailored for A2, B1 learners. See you next time, and keep practicing.
Bye for now. Your progress doesn't end here. To keep improving your speaking and listening skills, explore more debates by clicking on the next video.